I'm Ivy Dickinson.
And I am Diane Sawyer.
Today, we will be talking about the equilibrium in the environment and how human impact has impacted the equilibrium at the Gooseneck Salt Marsh.
Thanks, Ivy. So basically, what an equilibrium environment is an environment in which everything is balanced. An example is the animal kingdom's food chain. This food chain keeps any animals and plants from going to extinct, or any animal or plant from overpopulating.
In the Gooseneck Salt Marsh, the equilibrium can be interrupted by many human impacts. An example is the many trash wrappers left in the marsh that can affect the health of the food chain.
Around the local area of the Gooseneck Salt Marsh, many citizens use fertilizers. When it rains, since the salt marsh is on the lower level than the rest of the land, all the fertilizer washes into the marsh and causes the overgrowth of algae. This algae overpopulates the water and takes all the air away from the rest of the fish living there. The result of this is many fish deaths, therefore causing an unbalance in the equilibrium.
One of the things that supports the ecosystem of the marsh the most is the energy flow. Humans impact this energy flow by maintaining croplands and urban areas. Habit degradation also causes a reduction in the energy flow. It has been scientifically proven that a reduction in energy directly relates to species endangerment. Given a 20 to 30% reduction in energy flow, there is an expected of 2 to 7% of world species endangeration.
There are lots of things you could do to help restore the salt marsh. One thing you could do is install culverts. Culverts are tunnels that are built under railroads or roads. What they will do is help the water at the salt marsh flow correctly again. The salt levels of the tides will then kill the phragmites, which are the invasive tall reeds. And over time, native plants will start growing back. In some cases, to restore a marsh, you have to reestablish the marsh elevation because sometimes the surface of the marsh is too high for tides to flow.
When humans litter and don't care for their ecosystem, this affects the trophic levels of their ecosystem. These effects include environmental degradation, species extinctions, and altered climates.
If we don't do something to help, sooner or later, the whole earth will be destroyed. Why the
Anyways, they're horrible. Don't bad with that. I am a It's beautiful to help birds. If we don't do something soon, the whole marsh will be destroyed.
whiskey?
And another example of human impacts is the multiple trash that is found. This is Fireball cinnamon whiskey. Go pick that up!
I got it!
This is a courageous human being who is stopping the horrible littering from the marsh. Pick!
Tides will then kill the phragmites, which are the invasive species of weed. I said weed!
What did you mean to say?
Reeds! Let me start over. Like, it needs to be perfect. Because I also mess up. If you don't do something to help the environment, Ivy's cat will die! Hello? You ugly? I know my hand. It's bad.